Okay guys, I'm out here again on a beautiful Sunday afternoon, and after an hour in, I look to have found my first silver coin of the day. Hopefully there'll be more, obviously, but that looks like it's going to be an early milled love token. At first I thought it was hammered because of the shape, but it does look to be a love token, sixpence, probably from William III's reign. But I will wash that up and I'll get back to you, but another excellent find. Yes indeed, another William III love token sixpence. You can just about see the back of his bust and the UNS of Guilliamus, his name. This should date from the 1690s, 1696, that sort of date. But this is the third I found in this field, along with all the hammered coins. So obviously my senses are up when I saw that, but not to be, but a lovely find anyway. 300 years old and in my hand. Okay guys, well, an apology in advance for not filming these, and I'm ashamed I didn't film them, but I was on a club dig on Saturday last weekend, and for 9 hours of the day it was very hard digging on ploughed land and very clayey soil, so it was particularly hard digging. But after 9 hours of digging shotgun shells and pewter buttons, Georgian pewter buttons, I was despairing, but I ended up on a field which I had a lot more success on, and I'm just about to show you the success. So if I remove this, you'll be able to see I didn't find just one hammered coin but two, and the strange object at the bottom I'll talk about later, but it turns out to be a medieval seal. So this just proved to me that after 9 hours of searching, perseverance does pay off, because you just got to trust in your machine and it will do well for you, and this proves it. And I'll now go into more detail about the individual coins themselves. Well guys and girls, this first rather beautiful hammered coin that I found at 8 PM that Saturday evening after 9 hours of searching, it turns out to be an Edward IV penny. At first when I found it, I suspected it was an Edward IV halfpenny because of the crown, but doing further research at home, I was able to discover that thanks to the legend, the Y, the B, the E and the R up here, which came from the word Hiber, which comes from the Latin Hibernia, which is, we know today as Ireland, we know that this is an Edward IV Irish issue penny. So this was both my first Edward IV issue coin and my first Edward IV Irish issue, an Irish issue as a whole. But more impressive is the detail on the reverse. And at once any hammered expert will be able to tell you this is an unusual issue, because as with all hammered pennies, you see 3 pellets in each quarter. But in 2 of the quarters we have an extra smaller pellet, you can see there, and this designates it as being the Dublin issue, but of a particularly rare issue of Irish Edward IV penny, a heavy issue coinage, and it also explains why I mis-ID'd it on site as a halfpenny, because it's a smaller flan issue of penny. And when I did research on this, then I actually discovered that only 17 other coins of this variety have been recorded officially. So from what I can deduce, this is the 18th officially known hammered penny of this variant, so it's an extremely rare coin. So driving that 150 miles round trip for 9 hours of buttons didn't seem worth it, but one hole managed to produce not only a stunning hammered coin, but also one that's extremely rare. And here are some more fabulous images of how beautiful it is. Well guys, this is the second hammered coin that I found, and this coin is remarkably small. I've got a scale for you coming up afterwards, just how small it is, with modern British coinage, American coinage and Australian coinage. But this is my smallest hammered coin that I've ever found. As you notice, it is broken. It was originally a complete coin, but we know from the design that it's of the reign of Henry VI, and thanks to the annulets you can see in between the pellets on the reverse, the annulet there in between the pellets and there, it's an annulet issue, Henry VI, half penny from the London Mint, as you can tell from the LON and DON would be down here. Dating between 1422 and 1430. Sadly, it's been broken by the plough along this side, and the remainder of it will probably still be in the field. But I found this just walking back, talking to other detectorists, because I was on a club dig that I was kindly invited to. And this popped up after 9 hours. And barely 5 minutes after I'd found the first one. Didn't even expect it. Just walking through the field, and this came up basically just on the surface of a ploughed field. So it shows that perseverance really did pay off this time, and it just needed to be the right spot. And I found two beautiful hammered coins within 5-10 minutes of each other. And it didn't end there. Here's a scale of them and some better shots. Well guys, this was the final thing I found on the club dig, and it looks like an ordinary bit of copper, but I knew as soon as I found it that this stub and circular design would lead me to a seal, and that's exactly what it is, and there it is. It's quite hard to make out, but I believe there is an animal of some sort in the darker brown section, still residual on the seal itself, and around the outside would be letters. I think I've designated that one in front of the pencil is a V, S, so us, something or other. Sadly it's too corroded to tell the remainder of it, but that is a medieval 13th to 14th century seal. That came up with the same reading as the hammered coins I was finding at the time, but it was 3 signals after 9 hours, 2 hammered coins and that after pewter buttons and everything, so that just showed you needed to be in the right place, have quite a bit of luck, and just persevere with it. And I did that, and I was thoroughly rewarded for it.